finally live. Check this out. Was this here last time? It was, right? Whoa! Sorry. How are my dudes? Oh. Crazy excited, man. Here's the one that's not open. Check this bad boy out. What up, DJ Boom? Look at this. This is pretty dope. I'm already playing around with it. That's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna goof around with this thing. I may or may not have any luck soldering. So apparently all of the time that I've been making all of the videos and doing all the LED work and all that like really in-depth crazy soldering, I've been just cooking the crap out of the LEDs because I got a 60-watt iron. It's way too hot. It's not heat adjustable. It's what I got. I don't know. I'm a pretty frugal dude, so I haven't jumped in there and updated that to a nice heat adjustable one. But got some camera angles for you today, so check out up close. Look at that. Look at that little guy. Look at all these little switches. That's what we're gonna mess with. Hitting them switches on the 2.0. It's gonna be cool. And then these I built years ago. Cheers. Okay, ready? Let's see if I can get the GoPro to not move. I'll give you a wee bit of a demo. Ready? Ready? They're like, yeah. I'm definitely ready. Okay, so we're gonna go with powering it on with parking light. Damn it. Go. Ooh. And in that switchback. But how come it's not all cooly? Because we got them switches. So let's hit a switch. Let's flip it over. I think this guy. Let's try that. Let's try that effort again. Yeah, that was definitely not the right switch. What a dummy. I'm trying so hard to figure out which one's which. Okay, so let's go 5 down. So there's 3 different settings that we have for turn signal. And I did not do the right one. I can't even see. My eyes, they're blind. So bright. Daniel Man, what up? Mr. Joby, Lucky Singh, Tim Shields, DJ Boom. All awesome dudes. This is the Corsomotion module. If I could find my little mini screwdriver, and I will change things. It will be glorious. Yeah, but for right now, I'm trying to do it. And so here's what we got. We've got a module. There's a bunch of little switches on there. Gramlo, what up? 3 a.m. in Australia, and he's still up. Good thing I didn't go longer, because I was like, I'm not really prepared. Maybe I shouldn't go. And I was like, screw that. When am I ever prepared? Anyway, so this thing has a mode that allows me to do a parking light or like a headlight mode. And so we've got 3 different animation styles for that white to power up. Right now I have it set to just come on automatically. Nothing special. And let me change that again. Whoa, what was that? Let's see what this one does. Hey, look at that. Whoa, GoPro's not stoked on that. Let's try this angle. Watch this. It kind of like fades on, does a cool little thing. And then it comes back to full glow. And then we've also got another option. Let's see what that one does. Oh, that's just a fade on. I wonder how GoPro will like that one. Wow, GoPro's like, what are you doing? Why would you do that to me? You're sick. You're sick. All right, let's get to the fun stuff though, because the turn signal is what I'm most interested in. That was weird. There was like a delay on the... You see that? Whoa. Whoa. It's so weird. So white did not shut off on that one. Oh, this is like a reverse. I like how there's all these different modes. Now I'm really curious how it's gonna play into the animations. There's 4. Let's do this. There's all these different freaking modes that you can do this on. Ooh, that's like the tried and true one. Switchback Sequential. Messing up the GoPro. Not even care though. Oh, those are bright. Yeah, these are the old school power LEDs. This is not actually. Matter of fact, let's do this really quick. I'm gonna unplug this thing. I didn't hook up one of my channels. I do have one more channel to go because it's been quite a long time. So I had little connectors on these guys, but I chopped them off. Does that look stupid, like a square to you? Looks like a big dumb square to me on the screen. I don't like it, not one little bit. Let's see what happens if I push this button. Sweet, nothing happens. That's what. Okay, super sidetracked. All right, I'm gonna try to grab my last turn signal wire because I only have 6 in there, and I know that I want to say that there's 7. That's what I want to say. I want to. Let's see. Brown. Oh, that's why. I think I added a wire that doesn't actually have anything going to it. Take this extra strong. Oh, this is crazy. So nuts how fast it goes from live streaming every day to like, wow, this is actually difficult. Jake, what up, sir? Yeah, that did look super fisheye, didn't it? Looked all fishy. I still don't even know what the right way is to use all of this stuff. Time-lapse photo, video. Check that out. Tell me if that's better. Oh yeah. It's like too wide now. That's funny. It looks all like distorted and like too hardcore. Let's see if there's a filter on here that I can get rid of. I think there is. I'll think. Filter. Get rid of you. We don't need you. We don't need you in life. That's a little bit more less obnoxious, I feel. Hey. Alright, whatever. Okay, so I'm going to add an extra LED because I've only got 5. I've only got 5 LEDs on there. That thing did not like me either. I believe I broke the internet just now. I don't know why. This thing didn't like it. Nothing was into it. GoPro doesn't like it. I've been breaking glasses, dropping plates on the ground the last couple days. Definitely not the coordinated Chris that I'm used to. A little bit concerned about continuing on with my work. Alright, let's do this. So I believe that I had a wire. If I could test this really quick. I think this one is for white. So let's check this. Throw ground here. Oh, that was good. It looks like there's a 7th one. How could there be a 7th one? What a dum-dum. Okay. Yeah, so now we're gonna have 6 white LEDs and 7 amber LEDs. That will be cool. So what have you boys been up to? I know I've been keeping tabs on the Facebook group, but I could tell you, to be honest, it's been nice having a slow couple of weeks. For me, it's been awesome. That does not look white. That looks very amber. All right, so let's see. If that's amber, then we know for sure that, I think for sure, test this at least before I solder it up. That would be a good move to do. Yeah, so these have been waiting for a module for so long. Boom, sewing. Yeah, so when I made these side markers, the only thing that I had on the market as an option was Ghost, and I love Ghost, but these are power LEDs. Power LEDs hate Ghost. They're Ghost killers. So I wasn't trying to kill any ghosts because that wouldn't be prudent. So now that this came out, as of like today, this 2.0 version, I am going to make all kinds of plug and play, no programming, no wire harness, no nothing, little sequential projects. And I had an idea that I want to run past you guys because I've been kind of thinking about I could best use all of this whole little world in YouTube and all that to do the best job. And I don't mind hanging out, live streaming, and making a wee bit of a fool of myself. That's totally fine with me. But what I was thinking was, I just hooked up the Mazda again. It's been years since it was running right and all that. It's doing well. And I was thinking, what if I just throw some, I have some bi-LED projectors that I could absolutely throw on there. And then I could set up the GoPro in the car. What if like once a week I drive around and I show what the output looks like on some different projectors. We got some Diode Dynamics fog lights coming in, the driving style and the fog style, the SS3s. Got a bunch of new products that are coming in, and I'm thinking, what if I just start buying not awesome old cars? And I do, ooh, I saw that, Al. Check that out in a bit. But what if I just like flip the little Mazda after I do a little retro on it? We'll drive around at night a couple times, film some GoPro videos. And then what if I just start like flipping my little 4-door piece of crap for another 4-door piece of crap, and like, I don't know, hook up the lights, film the project, share that on the channel, and then set up the GoPro in the car, drive around at light or drive around at night and show you what the output looks like, the turn signals, the high beams, the low beams, all that stuff, and then flip that car and then get a different one, and then just kind of like recycle cars, but with the theme being lighting. I don't know. I'm kind of ready to have a car again. I always just share with my wife. So, interesting thought. I'm like, I know a lot of people do that for performance and stuff like that, and so just got me thinking, hey, maybe I should do that. Here we go. Dude, I swear, Stream Deck, if you mess with me, I'm throwing you. Throwing you away. I will throw you. Bastard. Doesn't want to do it. I am not going to sit here and click this freaking button the whole time. Jerk. I don't even know where the... I don't even know where it's at. Hero 5, there we go. No signal. You damn liar. GoPro. There's that one. Hey, that's wrong. Huh. Remember those old school Twitch graphics? Maybe a G... Get out of here, DJ Boom. Get out of here. There will be no GTRs for this guy. Al, you think that would be cool? Look at that GoPro. I wonder if that one will do decent. Wow. I feel like that one does do better. Hey, I miss my old graphics. I miss my old graphics for sure. They were cool. Should I bring these things back to the stream? Little overlays. That looks dope. This is actually the angle that I needed the whole time. Okay, so let's check this out. This is gonna be power on, and that's just like a boring power on, right? So let's make a couple little flipping the switches. Bastard, I can't stand that this thing's not doing what it's supposed to do. That's seriously gonna mess with my brain right now. Like, can't you work Stream Deck? I quit you. I quit you. Do I want to quit Stream Deck? Yeah, bro. Quit me. Quit you. Alright. So let's do parking light. The Jen said it's 7 and 8. So let's try both on. See what that does. That ain't right. That ain't right. That's why. Hey, that's a cool one. What'd you think of that one? Way wrecker guy. Okay, and then let's see this turn signal. Ooh, I'm into it. We got our winner. Hey, very slow. Donta, how about some Miata taillights? Exclamation, question mark. Can I send you mine? No, don't do that. I don't want to work on your lights. Promise. Not because I'm a dick. Because I'll take too long, cost you way too much money. You won't be happy about it when it's all said and done. Ask other people. That's what they'll tell you. It's so weird, man. I am not trying to please everybody at this point. I had a dude the other day. Here's a fun story. Curious how I should get this, make this beneficial for people. So I had a dude that ordered some panels a while back, and he wanted to do the install on his WRX, and he did them, but then he couldn't get them to work. He didn't know anything really about electronics, so he didn't know how to like probe the right wires to figure out even like if power and ground were hooked up. He hooked everything up the way that I had sent him the kit, and he just could not get these things to work. And I'm like, I don't really have like a rundown on how to do all of that on the install in the car. Like, I've filmed how to install the panels, do all that stuff, but that's more for you guys, not for the end user that doesn't really know anything about this. So I told him when I saw he was having all these problems and like weird stuff was happening, I was like, whoa, just send those things back. Dude sends them back to me and they work perfect, but he just had power and ground flipped on the controller. So just a little remote control. So long story short was I wanted to hook him up and make him cooler for him. But then that took too long, and then it was Christmas time, and then I was moving the shop, and then it was the end of the world. And it just took forever. And so after it was all said and done, I shipped them off the other day for him. Guy kind of hates my guts. He told Better Business Bureau I suck. And when he finally gets them, they will have all this cool stuff. You saw them, you know, like we played with them here. I put the cool reverse and all that stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like, I spent all this money. I spent all this time. I just didn't get paid for it. But like, dude paid with his time. I don't want more people to do that. I really don't. I would much prefer to just have the jobs that I take on be the ones that I know how they're going to come out. I think that they're going to do great. The expectations are clear. Flying blind and taking on jobs that I don't know how they're going to go, I don't think that's a good look for me or for anybody. So I'm not going to do it. Sounds cool though. I think it'd be dope to work on a Miata or something, but I'm not going to do it. Come on, go. Where's the other GoPro? Bro, that's not what I want. I don't want that. It won't even change. Nothing will change. My computer's broken. It's... Man, that guy was... Nah, I don't think he was shady for that. It just cost me a bunch of money and a bunch of effort. What is going on? Oh. Oh, fellas. It's so bad. Alright. I think I can do this. Don't move. I'm gonna restart this program. Everything's gonna go black. Don't be scared. If you're afraid of the dark... Oh, report on the BBB. I think it's because he was trying to get a hold of me. And like... I don't know. It was a crazy time for me and I wasn't on top of email. I suck at communication sometimes, so... you reap what you sow. If you don't hit people back and you make them nervous and they start making all these nervous moves, then, you know, it's gonna be bad for you, right? And I accept that. So I'm just not good at running around and making sure that 50 people have like no nerves all over the place. I pick as many of those 50 as I can, but I'm not good at like making everybody happy. So yeah, so I don't do that. Okay, screen's gonna go black. You're not gonna be happy. I'm gonna be okay with that because I'm gonna try to come back strong, hard. Ready? Here we go. How'd we do? Oh, that'd be crazy if that worked. I don't think it did. Julian's like, why? What is happening? I could change screens again. That's good. That's more better. That's more better. Okay. And so we can see these cool fun things. I like that. Live streaming is just such a weird thing. If you're like the type that gets really bothered about things not going your way, don't ever live stream. You will feel foolish. It will not go your way. Let's see if I can get my stream deck back. Treat me right. Come on, baby. Hey. Nope. It said nope. Not gonna do it. Ah, it did work. Hey, we're back. Okay, back to this guy. So, while that whole thing was just to get back to this view. That actually looks dope. I'm digging that view. I think that this is sending some weird little signals into the computer that says, fry, die, computer. I think that's what that GoPro is communicating right now. All right, let's do this. I apologize for all of those things that led us to this point. Let's do this. Julian asks, what controller is that? Let's expand on Julian's question. He says, what controller is that? This is the Corsomotion 2.0. This is the Switchback Sequential driver, which means you can do Switchback Sequential headlights, or you can flip one little switch and it can do brake lights. I haven't even messed with that yet. I haven't done any of it, but I can do it right now. So let's, where's that controller at? Hey, there it is. Watch this. So here's our controller. And we've got all our inputs right here. And if you see, it says white or R, I think. Is that what it says? Yeah, so like white or running light. White running light. Come on. And then right next to it, you've got your turn signal. So those are all our inputs. Now, one thing that I did, if you notice they're staggered, the little dots are not perfectly in alignment. I did mention that I would like to see those things in perfect alignment, like the Ghost module, so we can just use the same 15:2 header. That'd be dope. I got stuff in my eyeball. But we've got a big reset button here. You know what that does? I don't know. So I'm not gonna mess with it. I believe over here we've got 3 little holes. I think that's for when my dude does the firmware. So we don't mess with those. And then right here in the middle, we've got 3 adjustment screws. So those adjustment screws are speed setting for brake flow, brake pulse, and turn sequence. So if we want to increase the speed of, say, this little fella, and we want that to go faster, technically, we should just be able to do that right now. Do you want me to do that, or do you want me to keep talking about functions? We got multiple things that we could do. Ooh, how's that view look? Yeah, that works. Grandpa Strange, is the switch a mechanical switch or a program switch? Great question, dude. So all of these switches on here, the ones that matter the most, these are all right there. That's our guys. Those are all mechanical. So it's interesting because you have to have access to the actual board to make your settings. That's a really cool looking shot right there. I like that. But so how he has it set up is that button or switch 9 way down here in the corner. That guy, if I switch it down, it's going to go into brake light mode. If I switch it up, it's going to be in headlight mode. And here's how we know that. Because he tells us. Instead of me being like, bro, how do I do this? Instead I just say, read the thing. Corsomotion Los Angeles. So it says dip switches. I don't know if it's DIP or dip, but I like to say hitting those switches. So we got switch 1 and 2 control our parking light, and I guess that's it. So how that works, if you've got 2 switches, come on, readjust, cool lens. Okay, let's do a different angle. Oh boy, come on, work with me, sir. So if you've got 2 switches, that means you have 3 options, right? You've got switch, like let's say it's 0 and 1, right? So like in the down position, that's 0. In the up position, that's 1. That's like binary, right? Zeros and ones. So if you've got 2 switches, that means that they're either going to be a 1 or a 0. So both switches off are going to create one look, and that's if you've got 0, 0. If you got 0, 1, that's going to give you a different look. If you got 1, 0, that's going to give you a different look. If you've got 1, 1, that gives you a different look. So you've got all these different settings. That's how this works. So then you've got 4, 5, and 6, because let's see, 1, 2, and 3 have to do with the brake light settings, right? So switch 1, switch 2, switch 3, those all control functions of the brake light functionality built into the board. I don't even have wires hooked up to brake on this, so I can't really show any of that. So maybe I should do that right now. But then 4, 5, and 6, those have to do with your turn signal. So that means if switch 4 is up, switch 5 and 6 are down, that's going to give you a different look than if 4, 5, and 6 are all up. And then like a variation of those 3 switches. Make sense? Vincent, what up, sir? And then we've got switch 7 and 8. That is going to be the variation of our parking lights. So right now, I believe I've got this guy set up on, let's take a look again. Here's the opening sequence. So it's kind of like a dance. It's pretty cool. So all this is hard coded and we can't actually change the look of all of it. But what we can do is we can flip a switch. So let's say, it's so hard to see right here. Okay, so let's say I do both of them down. Then when the parking light comes on, it's just instant on, right? Move that over there so you can see it better. And then if I do both of those switches up, I'm gonna do a fade on, right? And then if I do, oh, and I wonder how this will look. Where's the other GoPro? That one? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see the fade on from there. That GoPro seems to be the happiest. So if I change this now to just one of them down, look at this. Eee, that's the coolest one. Check that out. Brr, brr. I like that. So that's Audi style, he says. It's made to mimic the look of an Audi. So if you want your parking lights to do that, and that's only on power up. And after they're powered up, then you give them a turn signal, then you could change the look of that turn signal as well. All right, and then I'm going to show you the last one right now, and then we'll start changing turn signals. we'll finish up with parking light. Okay, so that is number 8 down and number 7 up. So now we're gonna do number 8 up and number 7 down. That gives us that crazy one again. So this is the Bugatti, I don't know how to say that name, Giron? Bugatti G. That's the idea here. And it's got pulse width modulation, so like it's flashing really fast, but like that makes it look dim, and the camera freaking hates it. All right. So anyway, I am a big fan, even though this is cool, I'm a big fan of the Audi style. So let's switch back to that. So that is switch 8 down, switch 7 up. Dude, and Al, if you want to help me do that, like you mentioned, this is the kind of stuff I'm talking about. There's certain stuff that in these ridiculous live streams, Henrik's boot! There's certain things in these live streams that are valuable for people to actually get, because I'm not just saying somebody's name silly, but I'm actually being like, switch 7 down and 8 up and whatever, right? That's where I'm talking about. Like, let's get all of that stuff together by just being like, time 48 minutes and 5 seconds, you said blah, blah, blah. So you just bookmark 45, whatever. And then I stopped talking about that thing probably 30 seconds later before I got sidetracked. There's little gems, little valuable things in there, things that have helped you. Talking just to my man Al right now. Yo, look at that. That was crazy. I accidentally discovered something. This is stupid. I hope you get that, Al. Watch. If I give turn signal, I can actually check this out. It's like if I hold the white down, it does the cool little opening sequence. But if I just like do that, it's the same thing as that. What happens if I do both together? Oh, yeah, override because switchback. Super dope. So I think these guys, because they're the same style, they do blend very well. They look really good together. Coolly. And let's do some turn signal playing withness. So we've got switch 6 up, 5 up, 4 up. So we're gonna go 4 down. Check out what that does. Okay, so it's like a reverse. I dig this look. I think this is very OEM fancy like. See that? It all lights up and then off it goes. Pretty cool. Mr. Derek. Dude, do you want these? I'll send them to you right now. I need to get you something cool to play with right now. These are up for grabs, mister. Anyway, so that was 4 down. Now we're gonna do 4 back up, 5 down only. See what that does. Okay, so check that out. That's like a little pew pew. That's like a legit pew. Pew 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 pew. I like it a lot, actually. And it's speed adjustable, but I think that this is right. I do need to get a GTR over here just to plug these things in to see specifically how fast it should be dialed to, but I think these look pretty good out of the box. Okay, we're gonna go 5 back up, 6 down. That gives us more pews. Oh, Vincent. What do you say? I'll have to look at this live stream again later. Yeah, because I'm all over the place. I would say these will be even better for most customers due to the fact of pre-configuration. Bro, that's why it's that way. You are a smart lad. Potentiometer will adjust your speed too. Yes, absolutely. And Vincent, we do have, only if you have 3 of those, we do have 3 different speed adjustment knobs. Illumination Auto, what up? Now if they would start using bigger MOSFETs for higher channel capacity. Well, I know when we do a little review of EDs from S2, Those guys will, I hella want those. Okay, I'm gonna send these things to you. You don't gotta buy them or anything right now, because not until you get your headlights. These I will mail off to you, just so we can see what these look like on a car. Woohoo! That makes me feel like a better human being. You made my day, Derek. Okay, now we are going to, let's see, we've got 6 down, 4 and 5 up. How the hell did I do that? Okay, so now we're gonna go 5 and 6 down. That's what I thought we already had that. Let's just see if we got all of them down. Okay, now this is just straight up switchback. It's kind of cool though that you could have just straight switchback instead of sequential. I've struggled with this though. Like, you guys see me sitting here and using a pick to make these changes, and it is cool. It is cool. But like, I gotta do this on both of the lights, left and right, and get them dialed in perfect. Now I sent a set of taillights that I built to Malaysia, and I didn't have one of the switches adjusted, or I did and the shop kind of messed with it when they were uninstalling stuff. In any case, they were kind of tripped out because the brake lights were flashing at different rates, which is what we're about to dive into right now. And it is weird when you can have one thing adjusted on the left that's not the same as the right. It is a nice thing with the Ghost module, but I think Vincent's right that the fact that you can just have these things pre-configured, get it dialed on your bench, then throw it on the car, and then hopefully you don't have to do anything, right? I just don't think that that's real. I think, like, overall, you're gonna have to keep messing with stuff. So I think fine-tuning these, I think it actually takes more, I think there's more room to screw it up, but it's an easy fix. You don't have to get into a computer. You just flip a little switch. So what's your guys' thoughts on what seems, I know it's kind of your bias because a lot of you guys have done a lot of the programming. What do you feel like is the ideal situation to make adjustments? Because in my head, I've even thought about doing menus like my brake light flashers, where you just use a little momentary switch. But even that's super, I want these things to be workable for dumb people, but I just don't think that they are. Oh well. Dumb people can pay smart people. That works for me. All right. I am going to try a couple other combos. Let's do 6 up and 4 up. Now, we haven't done that one yet. Come on. I think I'm just losing my creativity here. I thought that was it. That's the little mini pew. Mini pew, mini pew. Or maybe that's 2 of them. Maybe this one I haven't done yet. There we go. That's the last of the Mohicans. I was looking for that because it fills up and it stays solid and then it shuts off. I actually think that this one might be the most popular. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Let me know though. Sinister says Blue Ghost. Oh boy. Freaking Blue Ghost. That's what's next, by the way. I do have a little spoiler alert. I've got the SS3 fogs and driving lights that are coming in. We've got the optics, which my soldering iron is going to kill LEDs if I try to do all that right now. So I'm not going to do the Corsomotion optics on this live, but it is right here. There's a little optic. I don't think you can really see that. Let's do that. No, let's do that. That's an optic. A little cute one. Problem is, soldering on those guys is freaking hard for me. So when Jin gets me some of these guys that are pre-done so that I don't mess it up, I could do a little live on that. That'll be cool. But then I've got lighting trends. They are sending a full Dodge Charger kit. And I didn't want to do it with Blue Ghost because I did want to review a different type of addressable controller that's widely used. So that's going to happen. Sinister says, you want me to send you halos? Is that towards me? Because, yes. I don't know what we're talking about. But, yeah, so I've got some Blue Ghost halos. Well, not Blue Ghost halos, but I have addressable halos. But we're going to get some that are, I believe they're the 80 millimeters for the Dodge Charger, as well as the fog light halos for the Charger and the DRL kit for the Charger. So all of that stuff is going to come in within the next couple days. So lots and lots of different cool stuff that is coming out video-wise. Sinister, what sizes? I've been thinking about doing my wife's Sorrento as kind of like a round 2, and I do feel like I'm kind of in my head about like, what should I do? Should I do a G5 projector on the Mazda so that we've got a blend between I don't know, I almost want to do like a high beam with an LED and a low beam with an HID, and then layer those two things on top of each other. And if I did that, I think if I did my wife's, I would do it opposite. I would do the low beam projector in LED or HID. For Sinister's rings, I would say probably 80. I don't know. I gotta measure some stuff. I gotta see what's up on the Kia Sorrento. That's a decision. There's so many different things that are coming in right now. Then we got the profile. I guess they're switchback, right? Is it Pixel? Is that what it is? The new blacked out rings. I want a set of those, so those are gonna come in. Okay. HID plus addressable equals disaster. So then in that case, my other thought was I have some bi-LED low beam projectors that I could put with the SS3 and the high beams on the Mazda, and then I could do addressable, or we could do all of that stuff in my wife's Sorrento. That might be the cool way to go. Should I put the SS3 driving lights into a Mazda or a Kia? Either way, it's going to be old balls. Because everybody's, not you guys, but a lot of people cry that I don't do like older cars. They're like, I don't have a GTR. I'm like, no kidding. Me either. We're the same. Don't cry. I'll send you some 3-inch bi-LED projectors on a G5 frame. Do you think those, you're the man, by the way. Do you think that those honeycomb lenses would work on those? I'm just trying to figure out how to fit that. I just want to put all the cool stuff together. I'm ready to do cool stuff. Grandpa Strange, Kia. Sinister, yes. Okay, then I'm all about that. You don't even have to, include lenses if they have them, but don't if you can keep them and use them on something better, because you already sent me G5 lenses, so I got them. That'd be dope. Be amazing. But I can pre-etch them, then I will send you Flyride graphics. I'm ready to do some Flyride stuff. I don't know. I'm about to get the last of all of my old jobs done, and then I just want to start enjoying and making myself happy with all of this. DJ Boom, no one a GTR? I've just done so much GTR stuff. That's all I'm going to be doing. So I need to do non-GTR stuff that's not already on my plate, because I have so much GTR stuff. I got to go film probably today the DRLs being painted for DJ Boom, because they're masked off so the inside's clear, and then the outside frame bezel is the OEM gray color, and then the clear is going to have RGB strip profile prism shining down into that, and then it's going to have the unique LED pods shining out through the optics. So that's Switchback Sequential RGB. Wow, in one little thing. I'm super pumped about that with my boy DJ Boom here, as well as his taillights with the dual ghost module, last of their kind, last of the Mohicans. And then I'm filming how to do the circuit board. Oh, this is actually cool. Do I not have him here? I don't. Zach Cook is going to be one of my new instructors for the Academy. Super pumped on that, because he does his Genesis Coupe tails slightly different than I do, with the switchback, or not switchback, but with the sequential OEM LEDs. Super difficult, massive amount of effort on his part. I like how his come together better than mine. Mine's like arts and crafts. Cut this, solder it to here, blah, blah, blah. His is like, do all of this to all 21 LEDs, then connect this wire to all 21 LEDs, then hook up 21 wires to all 21 LEDs. I'm like, yo, that's dope. So, I think it's going to be really cool to see other instructors come into the academy, because I'm going to learn how to do things their way, which will help me teach a lot of other people. So having said that, we've got lots and lots of GTR stuff for me to be finishing and shipping off to clear my slate. No more skeletons in the closet. No more, Chris sucks because he didn't do my thing. And I'm like, I get it. And then we've got other guys that are still in the mix too, that aren't old jobs, but they're like things that I just want to finish. Like my dude Derek, Slush HD. Dude, I'm filming a whole thing about his etched lenses, and then talking all about etched lenses. So we've got the 350Z job with the etched lenses that are on there. That's super awesome. So we've got those that just showed up from Sinister also. I put them in there. That looks awesome. Tim says, when are we going to get the GLC for DJ Boom's lights? I don't know. I don't even... I think that one right now is like, I need to get that file out there. How to test to make sure that it's right is, I think, outside of my bandwidth at the moment. I have no idea how I'm gonna like that. My brain starts shutting down. I need to just like watch that little session that we did on the members live and figure out where to go from where I'm at now. It'll be super stoked. I'll be super stoked to see the Lambo tails ship off. That's probably one of the next ones. And then we got a set of lights going to Qatar that's also GTR. So lots and lots of GTR stuff that I don't want to make tons and tons of content about, because it's just more of the same, but it's me fulfilling jobs, so that's cool. Dante says, how about taillights for 2002 Turbo Miata? I promise you can take all the time you need, and I'm not in a hurry. Pay you what you need from the time, just want to have fun with it. Don. That's super dope. That's the only way that I can really do things that are not my GTR jobs, that are not like high stakes, and then I just have to figure out where to fit them in. So Don, while I do appreciate that, and anybody else that's watching that wants me to do projects, I've also got Tom, who hit me up recently about it. It goes like this. I'm already too packed to do anything new, but that's not realistic. I'm gonna do other new things. I also have jobs that I've taken, not recently, like too long ago, but the pandemic is crazy. And so I got lots of stuff that I want to finish, that I'm going to finish, regardless of if there's something older than it, and just stagger old and new until I'm caught up. But that's only GTR stuff, because that's how you make money. You niche down and you get super good at that stuff, which is why a lot of those jobs that I just talked about are GTR, whereas that doesn't help anybody but me to get it off my plate and the customer that gets the cool lights, which are good things, but that does not move anybody else forward with it. So I have to have things like that Miata project. I have to have things like doing my wife's Kia, not because it's important, but because it's different content and that will help different people. So it does matter. Spoiler alert, DJ Boom coming through. Woo, woo. Wah, wah, wah. Yeah, so just so that you know, Sinister's moving. He's trying to clear his plate too. It's a crazy time. But if I don't have people like Don that are saying like, take your time, do whatever, you know, that sounds good. I took a GS job that I shouldn't have a long time ago, and I took so long to get that done that he is basically not gonna do it now. And so that sucks, because it's like I signed up people to do things that I don't think are gonna take that long, and then all of a sudden a year's gone. And like there's a worldwide pandemic and stuff. Things that you don't see coming. So yeah, man, it is a hard thing. It's like I want to cautiously say yes to things, even though I kind of feel like I shouldn't. And there are people out there that have slammed their fist down and said, you are not allowed to do anything new until you've done this, this, and this. And I'm like, that's not realistic, because then how does anything else move forward? Like, how does the business continue when literally it's ground to a stop? I'm stopped. I basically don't take on new jobs now. So people do need to relax, but at the same token, I empathize, because I'm like, what do you do? I'm like, what are you supposed to do? Just listen to this joker on the internet say that just wait longer, just wait longer. So I understand that. I also understand I've been screwed over by so many people. People just take and take and take, and like they will have no issue sleeping at night knowing that they screwed you over. I can't do that. I don't get to relax. I don't get to have Saturdays and Sundays. Like, I'm always working. I'm always thinking about stop it, sir. Why are you spoiler alerting us? I'm buying me lunch over and over again. You've already done enough, my friend. So this totally turned into a not about Corsomotion thing, which is why I got my man Al that is gonna help me to chop up a lot of the lives, to just cut out all of the fluff, this stuff, and just leave what's behind as actionable things that can help people. So yeah, and I generally tell my story out there. I'm not stoked about the dude with WRX. I gotta be honest. I was a little bit wounded by that one personally, mainly just because of the whole like full lack of appreciation for time and money spent and extra stuff that didn't need to be done. I don't know, felt a little taken advantage of, but that's okay because I took too long. So I have one guy like Darren Ottman, literally just got stuff that he had ordered before the WRX guy. I took forever to build Darren's stuff, finally shipped it off to him. After I finally finished it, he sent me more money because we added some extra parts to it. XK Chrome on the way, by the way. And gets it, and he's like my best bud. Whereas then I've got other dude that's like, he would like just post on all my social media all at the same time, rapid fire. Hey, when am I gonna get my lights? When am I gonna get my lights? When am I gonna get my, like, everything? Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, just, I don't know. That to me is like, ooh, like I instantly just want to like shut that down and be like, no, like freak out on somebody, but I'm like, that's a dumb, bad look, so you can't do that. So what I do, I told my wife that I took it up the bum. I did all the work, I bought all the parts, I put in the time, I figured out new stuff, I shared it with the world, I shipped it, I paid for all of that, got it gone, and I'll sleep fine at night. You know what I mean? So I don't recommend that other people follow in those footsteps, but I do know that when I do all that stuff and then I have somebody else that's like, hey, are you just trying to scam me? I'm just like, oh, I've done so many things to make sure that I make things right. I can't even fathom the idea of like, let's just get on the internet and try to make a big channel and scam people. Because that's smart. I have a Corsomotion question. Thank God. I was just going to keep going down spiraling. Will the card allow me to wire my taillights in a way where I put a red LED bulb in the blinker position, have it run as an additional running brake and blinker? You know what? This is what I say. I say, we've got some time left. Not really, but we're going to do it. I'm going to take some blue wire. I'm going to chop it. I'm going to solder it to this. We're going to play with the brake light functions and pretend that these are not just white LEDs. All right? Bye, y'all. Okay. You know, I have no coworkers, and I'm not trying to like give my wife all that, because when I told her that rundown on WRX, dude, she was like, crush him. You know, like, no one's gonna hurt you. She knows what I put into all this stuff, so she definitely has a hard time seeing me eat crap like I do so often. But I also get it for the dude. He's not a bad guy. Not stoked how it all went, but he's not a bad dude. He's Hawaiian. He's like the nicest guy. I think he just decided though and said that I was scamming him. Okay. Here we go. You bastard. Tried to do this like Nice. Didn't work. Okay, there's a little bit of solder right there. Can't see the wire, but it's there. What a lucky schmuck I am, though. Got Sinister over there, like, just tell me what size rings to send you, and I'll send you cool rings. The G5 stuff and all this other stuff. Oh, guys, I got a cool thing going. I forgot to tell you. One of my guys, the dopest dudes out there, Mr. Lightworks himself, he posted up in one of our private groups that he's got just a bunch of crap, you know, just a bunch of stuff that he can't really sell. He's a retail operation, a whole box full of stuff. And I was like, oh, perfect. He just was gonna throw it away. He's like, can anybody use all this stuff? Old angel eye rings without drivers and all sorts of stuff. And I was like, oh, it's time to resurrect the box idea. So this is what I'm gonna do. I need your feedback. I don't want to just sell my junk in $20 boxes. I feel like that's kind of like a weird, like whether that's super helpful or not, it never 100% sat well with me, which is why we haven't done the mystery boxes. I almost felt like it's like taking advantage, so I'm not gonna do that. So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm going to have a specific offer. I'll make it on my Shopify store, and I'm gonna make a setup to where when you buy some of the Fly-Rite LED bulbs, regardless of if they're parking light or turn signal bulbs or whatever, any Fly-Rite bulbs, period, that will come with a free mystery box. But you have to be in the group. So we're gonna need a mystery box group of guys. And then now I've got all this other cool free stuff coming from Caesar. I paid $17 for an 11 by 11 by 13 box filled with things like 2-stroke LEDs and 60, 70, 80, 90 millimeter angel eyes, like all sorts of stuff. And so this way, you're just gonna get what you ordered. You're just gonna get the bulbs, and then I get to feel good, you know, like I didn't take advantage of anybody. But then, boom, mystery box, break it. Destroy it, light it on fire, do whatever you want with it. It was free, right? Because I felt like if I was selling it for 20 bucks and then he's like, I don't even really know what to do with this. Did I just waste 20 bucks? Like, that just, I couldn't wrap my head around that. So it's gonna be in addition to the bulbs. Plus then I get to sell you bulbs and you get to see how dope that is. And that's like, I get you hooked on my crack and then you want more crack and I'll sell it to you. Got it, okay. Let's go. I don't feel bad about that because they're cool. All right, I'm gonna switch this thing from headlight mode to taillight mode. Bio, got him. Isn't that weird? I tell you, I don't want to feel bad selling you something, so I want to sell you crack. Hey, so that is brake light. This is parking light. Whoa, oh, so check that out. Did you see that? Oh, you can't see it. So it's flashing the way that it is because it is in a parking light mode, meaning right now while the GoPro's freaking out, and now it's not, because now it's in brake light mode. Now it's in parking light mode. So my eyes are seeing it dim, the GoPro is seeing it flash on and off insanely fast. My eyes aren't as good as GoPro. Or maybe they're better. I think God did a better job than the GoPro dude. Here we go. Parking light, brake light. Parking light, brake light. Brake, brake, brake. Okay. Now we're gonna play with some settings. You bastards. You're not bastards, I love you. But this is a weird thing though, so check this out. So this is parking lights on and turn signal. So it does not do the switchback function. So keep that in mind. If you use this, okay. So if you use this for taillights, and you want to have a section of your taillights that's red that does parking light and brake light, but then a separate section on those same taillights that does amber or red, but you know, a specific section somewhere else, that does the turn signal, then you can use this for that. Does that make sense? I'm trying to figure out how other ways, like I always try to like undo things and not do it the way that you're supposed to and figure out creative different ways that you could do that. But like, let's just say that you've got a bunch of, like you got 2 circles and you want to power on, maybe even address, I don't know, something. You could have RGB LEDs or something like that and just control the red function with this. Bye guys that are leaving, by the way. Who is that? Tim's out of here. Love you, Tim. So then you could use, like if you've got 2 rings that are doing red only and you use this for some reason for that, I don't know. Maybe you've got some sort of sequential LEDs that would work for it. I think that'd be super dope. And then like a strip along the top. Or let's just make this ultra practical. Let's say you're doing a Lamborghini Gallardo taillight and you've got these cool little arrows that are just doing awesome red animations for the arrows, but then the upper section does reverse and turn signal. Then you could just use switchback LEDs on top. You could have the reverse hooked up to a switch or to like, you know, a wire to hook up to the car like normal. So it's in reverse, they're white. But then when you have your Corsomotion board hooked up, it could be controlling the brake light and parking light of the arrows. And then it can also be controlling the upper turn signal section that only does amber. And the 2 things are on at once. And that's what's happening right now. See? So now let's do as I'm supposed to be doing. I'm gonna switch. Ugh, I can't see anything right now. Hurting. All right, so I'm gonna go switch 1 up. So we're only gonna control switch 1, 2, and 3 right now. So this is 1 up, 2 and 3 off. God, that was not the right thing. Ooh. Running light mode, brake light mode. Let's see if this works better. Okay, now we're gonna go 1 off, 2 on. Kind of looks the same. Oh, maybe we could do this. Oh, this is better. God, because that was hurting my eyes. All right, so that's 2 on. Let's go 3 on. Well, that's weird. Doesn't do anything. Does it do anything if the parking light's on? No. Interesting. Okay. Now we're gonna go 3 up and 2 up. Yo, that just made a little snappy noise. I think it's these power LEDs. They just do weird feedback. Sometimes they're just poppy and snappy. I think that's what kills the ghost channels. Hear that? Anybody else hear the little poppy snappy? I hear all sorts of little poppies and snappies. Oh, my bad. Done. So a single red LED bulb can't be all 3. Yeah, it can. But I mean, that's also more a function of... Yeah, I see the poppy snappy. So as long if you mean sequential, yeah, it can. I think that's how the old boards worked actually. Poppy snappy. Let's talk more about that when I can wrap my head around it and give you a solid how-to rundown. Apparently I've used up most of my mental resources by 10 a.m. here. Alright, this is 3, or actually 1, 2, and 3 up. Hey. Poppy snappy. Not bad. See how that looks with the running lights on. Pretty cool. If this is valuable at all for you guys, like for me to be sitting here playing with all this and you getting to see it and all that. This is parking light, brake light. Then I'll keep doing it. Matt Young in the house, man. Are you ever in here? I feel like I only see Matt Young on Facebook. Anyway, so yeah, new 2.0 board. If were lurking and now you're in here, then you knew that. If not, then here we are. One thing that would be nice on this Corso board would be dual channel use for DRL and turn signal. It does. Let's see if we can clarify that, Matt. With the variety of LED controllers out there these days, the LEDs. Did you just chime in, Matt? Did you just get on? Because we were going over all that stuff before. Is that the Ghost is the only one that allows you to utilize same LEDs channels as DRL and turn signal. Ah, I see what you're saying. You're basically, oh cool, it's pulsing. That's weird. I didn't even know that until just now. This is like, does it triple flash? And then as you stay on the brake, it just starts pulsing at people. Whoa. I don't know why you would do that though. I mean, it's cool. But would you want that happening in front of you? Like, yes, I see her on the brakes. They're strobing, or they're breathing at me. All right, so in my opinion, it's not a matter of having a board that does it. It's kind of how the car does, because like my Lincoln Navigator does that, right? It sends power to all those things: parking light, brake light, turn signal, same bulb. So like, let's just say that I had the turn signal feature on here that just fills up and then it stays lit. Well, then that would do it, right? Because you could have that thing fill up and it stays lit for your brakes, I guess. So maybe in that case, what you'd be doing is you could be doing some red LEDs on here, and they would fill up for parking light and do brake. I wonder how that would work, Matt. Because I'm trying to think, like, I was fairly certain that's exactly how I did it. I need to go watch that video with those Mercedes taillights that I did. Or Porsche taillights, I'm sorry. Because I'm pretty sure that we had parking light, turn signal, and brake light. Yeah, we did. So that's how the old Corso board worked. I don't know. Now my brain's fried. I'm sorry. I try. I lose where I'm at, apparently. Sometimes I think I'm smarter than I am. We're gonna do 1 up and 3 up, and see what it starts doing. So it starts breathing after so long as well. That's interesting. Breathing. So the triple flash, and then breathing. Vince says, hey man, just came across your channel recently, watched all your videos. You watched all of them? There's 396 of them. Got the confidence to take apart my 2019 Santa Fe light. Always wanted to customize my lights. Thanks for all your hard work. Let me ask you a question, bro. On those taillights, let's go with that one. Or it was headlights, right? Was it sealed with butyl, or was it perma-sealed? Because on the, what is it, 2020 Veloster, they were perma-sealed, like nasty. Real nasty perma-seal. Butyl. Beautiful. Butyl and beautiful go hand in hand. Jordan Jansen says, it is giving me ideas for the Vulcan light I'm trying to make. The Vulcan? Awesome. Use the oven, came apart easily. It's not the best. And you know how many guys out there are building crazy truck lights? Vincent, how hard is butyl when it is hard? Not that hard. It's the best equivalent to it is used bubble gum. So like if you've ever reached under the table and you're like, what's that? Oh, it's kind of hard. Oh, but I stick my thumbnail in it and it goes in there. Just peel off and eat it. Oh wait, no, that's what my kids do. My bad. Yeah, so that's that gross little scenario there where you put your thumbnail into it. That's kind of how butyl is. Obviously it's stronger than bubblegum, but it's got the same gross memories, says Derek. Yes. for a set of 350Z Anzo tails. What? Dude, you're lying. Vincent, stop lying to me. Tell the truth. That's what my kid says. Tell the truth. I'm super sarcastic all the time, so my kids learn sarcasm very fast. Daddy says a lot of things that he actually means something different, and now they know sarcasm. It's awesome. But they say, tell the truth. Did your 350Z Anzo tails have butyl in them? Is that a thing? Uh-oh. How's your streaming this morning? In-N-Out is open. Oh, I'm gonna go eat some burgers. Yes. Got them for 1 beer? What? What are we talking about? Vincent, you're blowing my mind right now. I'm hearing butyl and taillight. First of all, that only happens with GTRs. They were permaseal. Okay, yeah. And hey, breaking taillight lenses is just like a rite of passage. Just means that you're destined for greatness. Means you're willing to go further than the next guy. Like that. Yeah, butyl taillights, not a thing. 90s JDM Icon cars, yes. Today's cars, no. GTRs, yes. I don't know why. Thank God. Guys, I'm gonna go eat In-N-Out. I'm super excited about that. There will be a video without me floundering like I do live, but I will do a thorough breakdown. It's gonna be a long, stupid video. I'm excited about that. And you know what? I think it should come out tomorrow morning. I'm gonna play with these things further. I'm gonna figure out what the best way of testing some stuff. I'll take into account Matt's questions. Yeah, I'm gonna try to go ham on this just today. I really want to drum up some business for my dude at Corsomotion, and I really think this is gonna answer a lot of needed questions out there. Get it in the right hands. People start making cool stuff. You can use it with unique LEDs. You could use it with the Corsomotion LEDs, or with a lot of other things, I feel like. So, yeah, it'll be a fun little experiment to start doing some Corsomotion GTR versus Ghost GTR versus S2 when I get my stuff from Ed. That will be awesome. Dude, Derek, these are yours, bro. Just so you know, we did a live stream about your new side markers. That makes me feel happy because I'm making you wait forever. You could have been here and back by now, but you know, end of the world stuff. So this is cool. I've got 2 sets of these, one for an existing insanely old customer, and then one for you, because we made them for 2 people, and one of those people was all, F you, money back, I'm gonna kill you. And I was like, okay, here's your money. I'm sorry. Derek can have them. Yeah, boy. All right, everybody else. My little wee town of Beaumont just got an In-N-Out that opened today. It's got 20 Tesla charger stations. Sick! Coming up. If the economy tanks, I'm gonna be stuck here if the market breaks. So pray for the market. I'm gonna go eat In-N-Out. I think I'm gonna see you guys in a video tomorrow morning, and it will be good. Did I send your info to Corsomotion? I didn't. Was I supposed to? Oh no, that, yes, you got that. So, but Al, he's sending it to me, and then I'm sending it to you, just to make sure you get everything that you need. See you, Grandpa. See you, Grandpa Sinister. Yes, everybody, if you need anything, hit me up in Sequential Squad. First time I pushed the button today. Stream Deck was messing up. If you're not in there, get in there. I can't imagine that you're not in there. Anyway. See ya. Hope you enjoyed. I hope the video tomorrow is more helpful than this. I still gotta shoot it and edit it. Terrible. Bye.